Xfinity Series debut. What are the emotions after a night like this?
Excited, man. Really good for this track. I think it's tough to finish them here. As you saw at the end, it gets really aggressive. So he's got such good racecraft, better racecraft than probably 80% of the people in the field. And, he's just mature and not a knock on everybody in the field here. He's just that good, I think. Kid's grown up in it, works on cars all day, every day. Everything about his life, every minute is racing, and he's got this incredible temperament. He's level all the time. Like, not once did he show any nerves or anxiety over this being too big or too heavy. Can't seem to really rattle him. I asked him in the middle of the race what he thought. He's like, it's pretty simple. I do what I'm supposed to do. So just fun to watch him race. Awesome to be able to give him a car that he can do something with, and his dad and his mother, they did a good job raising him. He's just such an awesome character. So, awesome character and a hell of a race car driver.
To see Carson get the opportunity to do something like this, how rewarding has this process been for you?
Yeah.
To see him be able to earn these opportunities?
Yeah. So I've known his abilities and his talent, as Jacob has, for many years, watching him at Millbridge race against Kyle Larson when he's 11 years old or 12 years old and do amazing things. So, we all know the name of the game is finding sponsorship and finding funding to make this happen. Like I stated earlier, I have some relationships and, I was able to knock on some doors and kind of make some things happen. But at the same time, he's put in the work and he's got the ability, and it's just to me, like, Carson it's the right story. You know what I mean? Like, he's a young kid. He's worked hard. He's put in the work. He's started at Millbridge and Bandoleros and cut his teeth and won in every level and get an opportunity like this and then go do great things when you do get the opportunity.
So let me follow up on that. He said earlier this week the goal was to outdo your Cup debut here with 20. He
destroyed that. Yeah.
How much pride does that give for you?
I can say I qualified 5th, I think, on my Cup debut. So I got a little bragging rights there. But I mean, I'm hopeful for that, right? Like, for years, people have been saying, he's better than you. I'm like, great. I'm good with that. And just need these opportunities like this. And, I think we got a few more coming up this summer. So looking really forward to those. And, I'm not going to be surprised if he's in victory lane here before long. I tell you what, I work harder right now working on these boys' late model cars than I've ever worked in my whole life. And I love it. Get up and go in the shop and work and go chase late models around the country with them. And it's been so much fun, though, him and his younger brother, Caden. So, I know he's better than me. And he's a great race car driver. He's a great kid, man. He's super smart, works hard. And, I couldn't be more prouder in him and his little brother. But I know great things are in the future for him. And it's just fun to kind of be tagging along, carrying the radios and the helmet or whatever he needs.
Outside of driver, it seems like him and Dale just have a terrific relationship.
Yeah. They play online video games that night, and that's how Dale told me. He's like, man, I'm really getting to know Carson. He's a cool kid, and, Carson's a lot like me, pretty quiet, reserved, just go to the racetrack, you just want to race, do your thing, don't really care about anything else in the world. He's a racer. And so for him to open up and for Dale to see that side of it, what was really fun tonight was Dale's grabbing me and telling me, he's doing a great job, or stuff like that. And, Dale's been around this forever. And for him to see him be excited like that, it's just really incredible. And I'm pumped for Carson. And, it's just so much fun.
Last one I have for you. With as limited as practice is, there's almost no seat time that he can get. Whereas, 20 years ago,
unbelievable.
You could go test however often you wanted to. How difficult does that make it for him to, when he gets into the race car, to go out and perform?
So much pressure. We went to Kansas last year in an ARCA race. That's 1.5 miles, and you get 15 minutes of practice. To me, it's not the right formula, in the truck series and the ARCA, especially for the development type series, to get that limited seat time, limited practice. I understand we're trying to cut costs. We don't need to go to Kentucky every Tuesday like we used to, and things like that. But I don't understand what's 15 minutes of practice or an hour of practice. You're still on a set of tires, a couple gallons of fuel, big deal. But whatever. I'm not in charge. So, but to your point, to come to an Xfinity race, a truck race, an ARC race, whatever, and get 15 minutes of practice, it's incredible. I can't believe these young kids are doing it, and so much pressure on them to go out there. Like today, yesterday, he had to go out and he had to qualify in. You get 15 minutes in a car and you got to go make the race. So I know they have simulation and they have all this, but it's not the same. It's just the only way you can get experience is doing it. So more opportunities is just gonna it's just gonna grow, and it's just gonna get better and better.
Capture memories with Pawfolio, the ultimate digital pet card experience. Customize, download, and share in 3D magic. Celebrate the joy, milestones, and memories with frames that bring your pet's world to life. Pawfolio, where love thrives in pixels. Explore now at pawfolio.com, because every pet deserves a spotlight.
Walk us through that entire race and just how do you feel after your debut?
I feel pretty good right now. I'm really happy. My goal going in was honestly to finish the race, and then the next goal would be to finish as best as I can. And I feel like we pretty much came right up on that. I felt like we kept losing spots on pit road. I passed a few cars, and then all of a sudden coming out of the pits, I'm right back behind them, and I'm just like, man, I got to pass these guys again. So that was a little bit of a struggle, I'd say. That was about the only thing we really struggled with. I felt like all race long, weren't pressured the whole time. We were able to kind of get into a rhythm every stage and just kind of pick guys off as the run went on. And there at the end, I felt like I didn't want to go to the top on that last restart because I knew it was going to get put 3 wide and stuff was going to go down. But we just kind of had to, and kind of were messing around 3 wide for a minute and got clear. And coming off 2 on the white flag, we were able to get under 3rd, but the caution came out. So I was really hoping to say that I got a top 3 in the first race, but 4th to do.
Top 5 finish in your first career race you wanted to, is it pretty much kind of like maximizing what you wanted?
No, I mean, maximizing it's to go out there and get a win to me. I know this 88 team, this Chevrolet Camaro, it's capable of winning. So the end goal and really the expectation for me is to go out and win. So coming up with a 4th it's obviously not bad, right? Like, I'm pretty excited, but I felt like we had a car that was capable of at least running top 3 and maybe going for the win.
Do you feel like you caught on to the Xfinity car pretty quickly?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's some differences, but once you get into the rhythm of running a race car, you figure it out, and it's just kind of how it was. About the second stage, I really just got into a good rhythm, and I was able just to roll the bottom and no mistakes and stuff like that. So it was good there.
How much of a
What was today like? Today another day, or did today feel different?
I mean, it felt different for sure. There's so much spotlight on this Xfinity Series, and driving for JR Motorsports, there's so many eyes on you. So I was a little nervous going into it, but at the same time, once you strap in, it's just another race car and just another racetrack you got to go figure out. So that's kind of how I treated it, and just wanted to go make the most of it.
I know you said on that last restart, being on the outside, you were worried about being 3 wide. Is there any moment that you think I'm on the second row and if things work out, I can win this thing?
I mean, for sure, I didn't want to give myself any expectation by any means, but I mean, you just never know. The 3rd place guy goes in there and blasts the front row out of the way, and you somehow get through it. I mean, you never know how it's going to be. So, I mean, there was also some hope in my mind that was going to happen, but at the same time, I was more concerned about just getting put 3 wide and being upwrecked or ending upwrecked. So, I was just happy to finish it and have a top 5.
Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check one of those 2 videos out that we have right beside you. Visit Frontstretch.com for more great content.